everybody, and welcome again to another episode of That Sounds Holy.
Holy.
As you have noticed, there is no man voice in here. There's no lower register.
That sounds holy.
Nah, wala. Because Ayo is not going to be with us in this episode because he has duties. Husband
adulting
duties,
things.
adulting things. But I think one of the nice things about building a community around That Sounds Holy is that we get to invite friends. So for this episode, we've invited one of our friends. Everybody, welcome Bea.
Hi guys.
Okay. So, actually, hindi ko sinabi yung family name ni Ren kasi hindi ko alam kung paano siya i-pronounce talaga.
Seryoso ba?
Kasi it sonically, it seems so like delicate to like, do I get like the vowels wrong? Which one do you
So how would
put
you
a stress?
say it?
Polumbarit. Tama naman. Oh, tama ako, di ba? Anyway, so that's a lesson for today to
Pulumbarit.
try. Pulumbarit.
It does sound Thai. I always say it. It sounds Thai.
Anyway,
Actually,
it does sound holy.
that sounds holy.
Anyway, so hello, Bae. Thank you for being here.
Hi, thank you for inviting me.
Yes, like
Oh,
despite
first
all
time. Very cool.
the things that you have to do.
Mhm.
Yes, it is very
Yeah.
cool.
We think so too.
Yes.
We have, wala kami ambag dito.
Yung
Oh,
ano
nga,
lang.
congrats sa set. Dati wala kayo masyadong.
Oo, dati,
The growth.
dati
It's
table
giving
lang ni
growth.
Vanya.
Tapos pawis pa tayo kasi ang init sa
Oo.
condo. Anyway, so before we go into the whole conversation, can you introduce yourself to our donuts first? How would you like them to know you? But they know you as our friend, so but you. Oh, sorry. Did I get into an existential
Oo nga, biglang,
thing?
oh my gosh, who am I?
We have the same question.
Who am I? I keep asking myself that. Char. Pwede mo magganon?
Oo.
Pwede mo magganon dito?
B, have you
Sobrang
heard me?
Have you heard our past episodes?
Oo nga, yung puro tawa. That was my favorite one. Um, hello guys, I'm Bea Polumbarit. I am ano ba? To be in line with our theme today, I am a new mom. I'm a first-time mom.
Yay.
And I'm also a servant. I serve at, pwede ba yun?
Oh.
I serve at Feast Makati Salcedo. I'm part of the worship team and the social media team. And when I'm not serving, I have a day job. I work as an AI analyst for a tech company. And yeah, I guess that's it. FYI.
Yes. Kasi
That is my
kanina,
job.
I-explain ko lang yung mukha ni Vanya.
Yung
Sinabi mo
subtitle.
na AI analyst ka, yung mukha niya parang, kasi kanina, sabi ko sa kanya, parang bagay nga na kay Bay natin pag-usapan yung
The AI.
encyclical.
Yeah.
Bakit? Anong kinalaman kay Bay nun? Hindi kasi trabaho niya. Trabaho niya. Ayan, so naliwanagan na siya kung ano yung ginagawa.
Because like in my mind, you've always been this like copywriter.
Yeah. I do write on the side, but my main thing right now is the whole AI analyst thing. AI analysis thing. Yeah. So many things happening, but
Yup.
yeah.
It's I assume it's like very fast paced.
It is. But for my company specifically, we do work with just one client, one giant client, and they're really into the AI environment right now. And so when I read the Pope's encyclical yesterday, I'm not done reading it.
Yeah. Same.
Sobrang sobrang napaisip ako sa like yung the morals of it all,
Yeah.
like how where do I put myself in the age of AI and
Yeah.
church and raising a kid and
Yeah.
and just being a new parent in this new reality that we're living in. So yeah, medyo existential crisis siya. So I'm excited to finish reading it and do some reflections on it because I think it's very, very, very timely.
Yes.
Very timely. Such an amazing poem.
Timely din yung ano ni Jen. Are you okay?
Okay ka lang
Okay
ba?
ka lang?
Bakit ka nagdadabog
Uy,
siya?
are we all okay?
Ingat guys.
Maaga daw masyado.
Kailangan natin ng kape. At dahil dyan, meron tayo ulit kape galing kay
Yes! We
Thank
have
you so much.
our ever consistent sponsor.
But today, thank you, James.
Thank
Sabi
you,
ni Jen.
James. But also,
We have another sponsor.
we have another sponsor from No
Nikki.
Logo. Tinago yung logo. Nikki. Nikki!
Happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
Nikki. Birthday treat daw niya sa atin to.
Oh,
birthday.
thank you, Nikki. Cheers.
So yung treat mo aabot ng 2 weeks.
Yay, thank you. Anyway, so so si Vay, nung una ko siya, at least for me, nung una ko siyang nakita, siya yung definition ng parang looks like a cinnamon roll. Is a cinnamon roll.
Talaga?
Oh, kasi hindi. No. Looks could
Looks like could
kill you. Looks like could kill
Oo.
you, but is a cinnamon roll.
Yes.
Yeah. Kasi nung una talaga, because as you have heard, her demeanor is very calm and she has a very deep voice. And also, when you look at her aesthetically, she's like Miss
Diva.
Fashion. Diva.
Yeah.
Parang kung ikaw hindi ka marunong mag-dress up, mahihiya ka, ganon. Joke lang. hindi yung joke.
Naman.
So,
Hindi, sa kanya ako humingi ng tulong.
and kasi, meron siyang parang, her features are also very sharp. So, when you first look at her, at least for me, I was like, I'm scared.
I do get that.
Yeah, she gets that a lot. Pero yun nga, parang once you get to know her, she really is like a cinnamon roll. That's why,
Yeah.
I think for most part of our friendship, I was just like, parang confused ako na parang, huh? Ba't ganyan ka mag-react? But aren't you supposed to be like, because you're a cinnamon roll?
Yes, she is.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to our catch-up. It's been a while since we've gotten together to talk.
Yeah.
Because a lot of things have been happening too. You have become a new
Mother.
mother to Ruach.
My baby girl. Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna are we allowed to say her name?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because her name is so beautiful.
It is. Ano
name
may
is-
second name ba siya?
Yeah, her name is Ru. Well, we pronounce her name Rua, but the real pronunciation of the word is Ruach, diba? So her name is Rua Noel. Noel because she was born on. My due date was supposed to be last Christmas, December 25, but thank God it was 2 days earlier, so 23. But yeah, that's where the Noel comes from. So yeah, wala lang, para lang Christmassy holiday.
So
feel.
lang din ikwento na because we've been friends since 14.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Tapos meron kasi siyang picture. Meron siyang picture na yung ginagaya mo si Mama Mary.
Oh my gosh!
Tapos
the mom
nung
shade.
lumabas yung due date niya na December 25, sabi ko kaka Mama Mary.
I've been guided. Thank you, Mama Mary.
So natotoo. But yeah. So, sorry, ano ko lang na, because we've been friends nga since 2014. Parang nung time na yun, ikaw yung sa friend group natin, nung time na yun kayo na ni Ren.
Yeah.
Kami parang, who are we? But
Kami din naman. Hindi lang
Parang alam mo yun sa
halata.
mga sitcom na parang, well, eventually we'll catch up to them in
yeah, parang
5
ganon.
years.
Pero sila yung parang, okay, they kind of know what they're
Have it
doing.
figured out. Yeah.
So they were together na.
On
Tapos
paper.
parang, lahat kami single.
On
Lahat tayo
paper.
single pa noon. Tapos syempre, ano tayo noon, mga fresh grad. Actually, college pa tayo noon eh. Kami, at least.
Yeah, fresh
Fresh
grads.
Oh, mga ganun. Tapos, parang, from there to now, yung difference natin as people, but also as women, yung na ngayon, parang I enjoy seeing you as a mom so much because although I don't see, kumbaga parang I see that you've changed from when I first met you. I still see like Bea.
Mhm.
Na, yan, yung mga outfits mo. Diba? Kasi nakilala ko siya, style siren pa siya.
Oo nga. Ako, nung time na yun, from afar pa lang, sa YouTube videos pa lang ako na, yung English niya na parang, ay, walang bakas ng Pilipina.
For context, I used to do YouTube
American
videos.
accent 101%.
And my thing was like style siren, keme.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like my
as in,
persona before.
pero grabe yun. As in, you had a following.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
What?
I guess.
Sobrang curious question. Why did you stop?
Lots of things. At the time, parang YouTube before, social media in general wasn't as fast-paced as it is now. And then, parang ako, personally, trip ko lang talagang, well, I have this YouTuber who I really love so much. Her name is Jen Im. She has a channel as well. Tapos yung YouTube niya, parang is all about thrifting and fashion and college. So parang I kind of resonated with that. Kasi at the time, medyo hindi pa ganun ka-saturated yung YouTube ng mga ganong klaseng vloggers. Like, puro gamers mostly.
Yeah.
So parang I was just bored. Tapos I had a camera kasi I remember begging my mom for one kasi we need it for I need it for my photography class in college. So when my mom got me a camera, so naisip ko, try ko mag-vlog like ukay haul ganyan. Doon naman ako. Yun talaga yung main thing ko, yung main content ko. Parang I've been doing this for a long time. So sige nga, try ko ngang i-film and then i-edit ganyan, figure stuff out. Since parang mass-com din ako, I already had the knowledge to make this work. So I did it for a time. And then the only reason why I stopped is because I guess the simplest answer I could give is life happened. And I was just, transitioning from doing these silly things as a college student and then graduating, being pushed into the real world and try to make it, try to earn a living. So I guess yun lang. I think that's one of the main reasons why I really did stop eventually. Tapos parang medyo die down yung the YouTuber influencer thing. Hanggang sa nag-pick up na lang siya siguro mga 2018. Yeah, a few years ago, and then pandemic and everything and all that.
Right.
So, yeah, yun din. Yun lang.
Right. Pero yung identity mo kasi as the fashion girly, hindi siya nawala no? Parang you're still very much into
I think
mga
it's
thrifting.
now undergoing an expansion.
Oo.
With Roost.
Yeah. I mean, kasi,
cute.
personally, I love fashion and style for what it is. Parang, it was not like an identity. Parang naging na lang siya kasi nilagyan ko ng pangalan. I put style siren on it. But like, kahit naman na nung high school ako, I was, I guess, a little more ma-experiment sa mga damit. Like my classmates before, I would get comments na parang lola ako magbihis or parang...
Ay nako, ganyan talaga sila. Yung mga hindi hiyang sa vintage. Ginudge pa.
Oo, just
Nagalit pa
like putting on stuff that kids my age or at least my classmates wouldn't, get.
Right.
So, hindi ka naman ako super weird manamit. It's just that I just know what I want to
What
wear.
you like.
Yeah, what I want to wear, and then I wear it.
And most of the pieces you find in Okay naman are like very nice prints and
Yeah.
like fabric na
Statements
parang
Yeah.
statement pieces. Yeah.
So, yeah, dun lang talaga siya I don't know, I guess watching a lot of That's So Raven has influenced me. But
girl,
Wala, hindi ako Disney kid. Sorry.
what's this? I just had a vision.
yeah, exactly. Parang
Oh
doon
my gosh, you're
talaga.
not. Ay, yeah.
Ano ka, Nickelodeon? Okay.
Unfortunately.
There has to be a study for that. Na ano yung difference ng Disney Kids and Nickelodeon
Nickelodeon Kids. And then may Cartoon
Eto.
Network
Yeah.
Kids.
Nasa OA
din.
siguro.
Ay, oo, totoo. Pero hindi ako
Ren,
naging,
actually si Ren, siya, Nickelodeon
Okay, I
Kid
see it
siya.
now.
He's all about the Hey Arnold. Which I've come to appreciate late na lang. Kasi
Yeah.
grabe yung mga topics doon
Oo.
In fairness.
Pati si, Eliza, yun?
Doolittle?
Ano yun? Iba pala yung Thornberry.
The wild thornberries.
Yun ba yung may bus?
Oo. Adventure sila dyan.
Yan.
Actually,
ganun.
parang mas wholesome nga yung Nickelodeon.
They did raise like a different kind of
Interesting.
personality, I guess.
Oo.
Eh, paano
The
tayo?
Disney kids.
OA, ganun?
Alam mo, medyo. Unfortunately,
Sinabi
oo.
niya yun habang nakatingin siya sa akin.
Yung mga
Oo.
medyo drama. Oo, yung mga OA. Alam mo, pinalaki ng Disney.
Ganun pala yun. Noted.
Mga feeling princess.
Feeling ko yung mga... yung mga nagsising and dance na lang bigla. Ganun.
Oo. Oh my gosh.
Pero ako, honestly, like, yung sa fashion thing. Kasi nga ako my mom was like that. My mom would,
Yeah.
malala si mom. Feeling ko magkakasundo kayo kung na-meet yung mom ko. As in,
I would raid her closet. Ganun. I'd be happy.
oo,
Yeah.
tsaka ano siya, parang, wala akong makitang gusto kong ipasuot sa'yo. So, bibili akong tela, papatahi tayo.
Yeah,
As in,
yeah,
ganong
yeah.
level
Oh
si
my
mom.
used to
gosh.
make
Very,
her-
ano ngayon? Parent Trap.
I guess.
The designer mom.
Oo, ganun siya. So, ako parang, nagkaroon ako ng rebellious era na dahil binibihisan ako lagi ni mommy. As in, dress with matching headband, ganyan, blah, blah. Pagdating ko nung time na ako na yung nagbibihis sa sarili ko, parang wala, jeans, shirt.
I see.
As in, ganun.
Okay.
That
So,
makes
parang
so
naging-
much sense now.
Oo, naging ganun ako na, hindi, sige, dun tayo sa simple, dun tayo sa ano. But, when I met Bea, she would get mad at me.
Your mom.
My other mama.
Pero totoo, she has big mom energy.
Oo.
I mean, like, even before Rue.
Yeah, the big mom. I think it's it's also the ate in me.
Ate, yeah.
Since
yeah.
I've been an ate my whole life. And I've also been kind of, the second mom to my brother.
Yeah.
Parang I naturally just exude that mom,
mom
energy, or like the
energy.
big ate energy. Like to anybody. So, yeah.
Yeah. So yung core memory sa akin yun, yung nag-ukay tayo, tapos pinapabalik mo lahat ng kinukuha ko. Kasi,
Kasi puro itim.
kasi lagi siya parang,
Kasi may
tama
bangs na
yan.
siya nun. Gusto niya kompletuhin yung look.
Kasi yun, so parang kay Bey ko rin na natutunan, although hindi ko pa na-embrace yun. But like, you're not afraid to kind of experiment on like statements or like the colors or
Yeah.
prints and stuff like that.
Shapes. Yeah.
Which I think now, or well, ever since naman din, parang, or hindi ko alam kung ako, sa akin lang nangyayari to. Pero parang nabobox din tayo na parang wag ka masyadong magdamit. Or like people kind of, when it comes to women kasi specifically, like sa akin, nung time na ganun ako magbihis na t-shirt, pants, whatever, lagi akong tinatanong na parang, sorry, pero, as in, tibo ka ba? Ganun. As in ganun, na,
Right.
dahil ganun ako manamit.
Right. Yeah.
And then the other side of it, na pag sobra akong mag-experiment with
Yeah.
clothes, mag-dress ako na parang, grabe, arte naman ito, kikay, ganyan.
Right, yeah.
But-
Everybody has always something to say.
Yeah. Pero what I really admire about you is that you don't really care. Like, you
Yeah.
just wear what you want. Like, was that always a thing?
I have to give credit to my mom kasi I was raised like that. Parang growing up, I wasn't, hindi niya ako pinipigilan. Yeah, sure, she would dress me from time to time, lalo na pag Christmas party, ganyan. But, whenever I wanted to dress a certain way or may gusto akong suotin, she would just, sige, suot mo yan. Or parang minsan syempre grade school, tas parang doon nauso yung, di ba, early 2000s. So doon nauso yung off-shoulder or like one shoulder. So parang isip ko, hindi ba masyadong, dahil nga, bata pa ako, like, people would always say na, dress your age, ganyan. And I would kind of want to wear
Wow,
something like that.
my
And she would
mother.
like, sige, suot mo yan.
Yeah.
And like she really encouraged me to explore that side of me. And that's the reason why nung grade 4, grade 5 ako, pumapasok ako sa school, yung sapatos ko 3 inches, ganyan.
That is so cool. Very
Nakaboots
rock star attitude.
Naka-boots ako.
Hannah Montana who?
Nag-grade school ako sa
Yes. Meanwhile, 31 years old na ako, hindi pa rin ako makapag 3 inch.
B, kasi ang tangkad mo naman na.
Sa bagay, mas matangkad ako sa prom date ko.
oh my gosh! Cute nga yun eh.
Short king.
So yeah, nung when I was in grade school, I used to go to UST, and then syempre strict dress code, Catholic school. Pero yung boots ko, I would fold it pina-fold ko yung thing, yung basta yun, para hindi siya mahalata. At last labas ko yung white socks ko. Tapos wala akong pakialam kung
That is
masisita ko
very
na.
cool. This was the attitude I wanted to have.
Keyword is
Wanted. Yeah, because like when I would go to school before, I'd be like, kasi diba nagpo-perform na ako nun. So ako parang, can I maybe use like my performing clothes? Just like my top, not like the whole thing. And then wear it to like school kung walang uniform. Yung mga days na
Yeah.
hindi kayo mag-uniform. Tapos, ay na, okay na. Lalabas na ako ng gate. Tapos habang nasa sasakyan, parang isa-isa ko na siyang tinatanggal. Na parang, oh my God, it might be too much. Yeah.
I feel like that's me now.
Ah, really?
Like when I try to explore, parang when I try, kasi I know what I want to wear. But once I wear it, parang di bagay. Or parang di ko
Baka
kaya.
hindi ka lang sanay, gano'n.
Ganon.
Oo.
Pero nauunahan ko siya. Na dahil hindi ako sanay pa. Sige, wag na lang.
Gets. Until now, I still do that too.
Oo, di ba? So I think that's the main difference.
Yeah. So, we'll live vicariously through you.
No!
Which I also love, by the way. Nung nag-post ka na naka-leopard print si Ru.
Oh
my gosh, this girl has more fashion sense than me.
Right
Ngayon lang to because I get to dress her however I want kasi wala pa siyang say. But there will come a time na, no mom, no, let me wear this. And
Oh
I
my
have
gosh,
to give her the same energy that my mom gave me when I was a kid. Na, sige, fine. Wear whatever you want. Parang if you want to wear like your Halloween costume to church, go.
Oh,
parang,
that's-
yeah.
Parang just do whatever you want to do
Right.
with like the way you dress. So that's fine with
So
me.
cool. Ru is gonna be so cool.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like she's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So we wanted to also ask you about like motherhood now because you before motherhood, of course, you were busy with a few things, creative
Yeah.
adventures, serving also, and you had an entire life before that. And now, actually, di pa nga kita nakakamusta din. Eh. How live? How is motherhood now? How is it so far?
I guess motherhood, oh my gosh, there's not one concrete answer to describe how motherhood has been for me. It has been, for the most part, fun. Has been very fun. It's also been rewarding, expanding, but most of all, it's very exhausting. I think I realized being a mom, a millennial mom in 2026, who's in her early 30s, is very challenging in a lot of ways. So a lot of women I noticed, at least on social media, because parang now women are having women have this bigger platform to voice out their
Oh yeah.
their feelings, and I noticed that so many moms or so many women at least are discouraged from either having kids or having more kids. Parang many of them are okay with one kasi yun lang i-afford namin,
Yeah.
or parang ayoko kasi sarili ko nga hindi ko maayos yung gastusin ko, what more kapag ka may anak na ako. And to be honest, I'd be lying if I said na hindi ko rin naisip yun. Kasi as someone who's, working in the middle class, and when we found out that we were having a baby, of course, we were happy. But also, as we were going through the pregnancy and as we were nearing my due date, we started thinking about the economics of it all.
Yeah.
Parang, my gosh, how are we gonna raise this kid, and how are we gonna where are we gonna send her to school. Parang andun na agad eh. Like, sobrang fast
Yeah,
forward. Especially as women, parang you really have to, wala kang choice but to think like far ahead.
Oh yeah.
Parang hindi mo siya
It's
mapipigilan.
very real.
Yeah.
Of course.
So, parang, we would talk like for hours and hours. Parang, how are we gonna do this? And how are we gonna, kaya ba natin? Ganyan. When literal na malapit na akong manganak. So, that was, I'd say, very anxiety-inducing. And I think what helped is really, well, first and foremost, having the right partner to do this with.
I'm gonna ask that. Anyway, go.
I'm very, very blessed to have such a strong partner in Ren, in my husband. Prior to getting pregnant and before getting married, we used to argue a lot about finances and money, and we were in this scarcity mindset, I guess. And when we got married and then when we got pregnant, a lot of that changed. Parang nag 180 siya. Parang he went like full provider mode. Parang
Stepped into his call.
medyo ina-expose ko siya ngayon, no. Pero dati when we would argue about things, he would say na he would comment na ay baka hindi natin afford or masyadong mahal. But when we got married and when had a baby, lagi ang sinasagot niya na sa akin is gagawa natin ng paraan.
Nice.
Galing.
Which is a really, it's a simple answer but yung effect niya sa'yo,
Assurance. Yeah.
yeah, the assurance na everything will work out. And thank the Lord kasi 5 months in and you know we're still here and we're still breathing and we're doing okay.
Yeah.
And we're very grateful for our parents who's very hands-on with helping with the baby. And I guess I'm blessed to say na I'm confident to say that we're blessed in that aspect kasi I also see women and moms na who don't have as supportive
village.
partners, who don't have that village. And kasi yun nga simula nung naging nanay ako, it's true what they say, when you become a parent, it's all that you see. Parang when you're outside, ang una ko napapansin na ganito pala karami yung magulang na pumupunta dito or talaga pala karami yung baby sa mall. Parang
Nag-iiba yung lens.
yeah. It really expanded my the way I view things. And naisip ko, akala ko observant na ako dati, hindi pala. Hindi pa pala ako observant kasi oh my gosh, parang when I see other parents na dala-dala din yung baby, I kind of understand na shocks, hindi ganun kadali ilabas yung baby sa bahay or to bring them to places. Parang it really widened our lens and our perspective on a lot of things. So, I think kasi ngayon nasa I'm 5 months postpartum, so I think as far as motherhood goes, a lot of it is in the exploring stage and in the trial and error stage, especially with our first kid. Parang medyo opposite kami ni Ren kasi parang siya, I feel like he's the more careful one and I'm more really he's the more careful one in terms of kapag may nalaglag siya na laruan, gusto niyang i-sanitize or i-sterilize.
Well, I see that.
Tapos parang pag ako,
cheats.
5 seconds, tapos pupanasan ko na, okay na yan, bibigyan na natin sa baby. So medyo ganun yung dynamic namin.
Interesting.
Which is very beneficial at certain times.
Yeah.
So, ayun, yun lang. I guess right now I'm just trying to go with the flow and as sobrang dami kong feelings about postpartum, and I think I'm not sure if I have enough time, but I'll try to talk about it as much as I can kasi yun din I realized na one of the easiest ways to deal with postpartum is to just let it out there.
Yeah.
And whether that be you talk to a friend or you post on yun din kaya feeling ko ang dami nagpo-post on social media
Because it's
Right.
one of
because
the
they
ways.
need yung need mo to just let it out sobrang tindi, like sobrang intense. So, naintindihan ko na rin yung mga nag-rant online na, yeah, I feel you. And, yun nga, I just let it out. I write on my journal.
Yeah.
I talk to my mom. I talk to you guys. To my husband mostly. So, ayun, yun talaga. Like, a lot of it is you have to let it out kasi the emotions will really eat you alive. So,
Yeah.
yan. Yan.
Okay. I wanted to comment on two things that you said before we go into the postpartum thing. Care of Vanya.
Okay, sure.
I think yun nga, a lot of people have been saying they don't want kids or like they don't want to parang they get married but have no kids. Yung mga ganyan. And it's becoming a trend. But because this is a Catholic podcast.
Is it?
It's a very Catholic podcast. We just really also want to say that it's a part of the commitment that you make when you get married. That it's literally the priest literally makes sure that you are open to life before you get married. So yun lang din siguro medyo siya PSA sa mga
PSA.
sa mga gusto ikasal dyan. Kasama po yun. Kasama siya sa inoo-oohan niyo.
Sinasama yan sa diba? Parang
Sa
pre-
canonical. Oo.
It's
Yeah.
not an option.
Yeah. Katumbas siya nung mga bibinyagan niyo ba yung anak niya sa
Yes.
sa church or
Yes.
like are you aware of any mental issues yung mga ganon
Right.
katumbas nun yung mag-aanak pa kayo.
Right.
And so it's part of our call also as
And commitment.
Catholics
Yeah,
and
this
commitment.
is
Yeah. So that's one. But meron din ako isang gustong i-pinpoint dun sa sinabi mo kanina na there are parents who bring their babies outside and then, sorry, naging trending kasi to. So, i-bring up na lang natin.
Okay. Okay. Her gloves are out.
Kasi ako nga na hindi nanay, nainis ako dun eh. Pero, kasi siguro dahil nga may mga pamangkin ako na kahit ako naiingayan sa kanila na pag nasa labas kami tapos makulit sila. Ako yung mismong parang, okay, let's kind of reel it back.
Right.
Yeah, so I think we ought to give more grace to parents
Yeah.
in general, like especially when we're out. Personally, I love it when I get that it could be distracting, but I love when churches are noisy because of kids.
Oh yeah.
Because it means that parents are bringing their kids to church.
Yes.
And I like that. But I do know people or I do see people na mas sila parang bayan, hindi man lang patahimikin yung mga anak nila.
Yeah.
Sabi po, pasalamat ka nga, dinadala nila yung anak nila sa simbahan. Kesa sa iba, alam mo yun, na parang, so I guess, yun lang, medyo PSA lang din yun na let's give more grace to
Yeah.
to parents.
For me personally, when I hear, kunyari, we're in church and then everything is so formal and so
Yeah.
when I hear a kid like cry or like laugh or it makes me relax a little bit.
Yeah.
It makes me like, okay, everything is not that serious. Like there's allowance for life here to
Yeah.
happen, whatever it looks like.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
remember myself as a kid na tumatakbo sa simbahan. Which looking back now, as a 31-year-old, parang dapat pala hindi ako tumatakbo sa simbahan. pero the fact that
Can't
I
be helped.
remember that, alam mo yun, na parang okay, nasa simbahan ako nun.
Yeah.
Dinala ko
yeah.
ng magulang ko. So,
Yeah.
yun lang naman.
Yeah, and I think as a parent, it's very easy to say no. Na parang wag na lang tayo magsimba or wag na lang tayong umalis.
Yeah.
Kasi it's logistically it's easier.
Yeah.
Kasi hindi ka na magdadala ng gamit, di mo na iisipin yung feeding time sang anak mo. It's much easier to say no to those things. So kami, we really make an effort to go to mass every Sunday. Kahit tulog siya. Alis kami ng bahay na tulog siya, ganun. And we conscious effort part of parenthood is really important, especially when it comes to bringing them to church and to gatherings such as ours. Kasi lalo na may worship, and I really want my kid to be exposed to that as early as possible. And I'm thankful na her dad is, very much involved in it. And I'm parang reassured naman ako dun sa part na yun, and I'm thankful na we have friends, we have you guys na just are there for her.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sabi ko nga sa'yo, kung kailangan mong tagabuhat habang nag-feast. andun lang kami.
Totoo yan. Nag-aagawan yung mga tita ngayon sa mga
Totoo.
babies na pumupunta.
Totoo talaga.
Papisil lang sa ano. Na. Ay, pagod ko na. Sa amin na muna.
Totoo nga, totoo yun.
Yeah. So, I think we have to wrap up in a bit. So recently, I was watching this movie on Netflix. Hindi ko na sasabihin kasi medyo
Hindi siya recommendable.
Yeah, it's a very feminist movie.
Okay.
Kakalabas niya pa lang.
Mhm.
Tapos parang it was about this like woman. No, it was about this intensely misogynist guy who woke up one day na nagising siya. Tapos lahat na parang baliktad. So the women were in power. It was the guys who were like, "Oh, are you on your period? Is that why you're emotional?" Yung sa lalaki na sinasabi yun. It's a
Okay.
very interesting movie.
Okay.
But it's a little bit profane, so I will not say the title.
Okay.
Tapos mga, di ba, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. As in, binaliktad nila lahat na parang in
okay.
the name of the Mother and the Daughter. ganyan.
Oh my God.
As
Okay.
in, so
I
so
need
that's
to
why I'm
see
not
this movie.
We're
Pero
not
it's
recommending it.
Yeah, it's a really interesting perspective on like, like how much of the things are attributed to men and how much of the
Right.
stuff are attributed to women.
Mhm.
So I guess in your journey as a mother din, parang because yung sinabi mo nga, parang nagkaroon ka ng different lens na, oh my gosh, this is how the world looks like
Mhm.
for other parents too. What is like the one thing that like really you've learned as a woman na hindi mo siya parang nakita dati now that you're a mother?
Na hindi ko nakikita before?
Yeah, or like something that you mas na-appreciate mo ngayon
okay.
now that you're a mom.
I'm not sure if this is a common realization or I've heard this a few times before, but it's just that women really do too much. And women really do a lot. Not in a bad way. Like in the best way. Like women do so many things that we're not being credited for like half of it. And for some reason we're okay with that and we're not, we're not crying in a corner and
Sulking.
sulking.
No
It's just
credits for me.
Yeah, it's just women are strong.
Women are strong.
Pabilib na. Women are so freaking strong.
Yeah.
Like physically, emotionally, mentally. Oh my gosh, if men could do at least half as much as what we would do, good luck. Good luck. But yeah, it's just that women can do so many things and can do so much more if put in the right place and
Right support.
yeah, the right support. Yun din eh. It's very important, the support. Even from fellow women.
Yeah.
Like support from all sides.
Yeah.
All corners.
Yeah.
Very important. So yeah, I thought women are strong, can be that strong, but like I guess motherhood unlocked that part of me na, oh my gosh, I can do that. I can do this or I can handle that I would never imagine. Like 5 years ago, like 2021 me could never. So yeah, that I guess is my answer.
It's like parang talaga siya parang it really shows you why women are called like the helpmate, the Ezer.
Help me. Yeah. Totoo.
Yeah.
And I read it somewhere also that the things that we are known for in a negative light are actually strengths na parang nakalimutan ko saan ko siya nabasa pero like how we're so attuned to like body language or like non-verbal cues. We're so sensitive to that. Parang ano siya in-associate nila yun with motherhood na because women are also designed to know if their baby needs milk.
Yeah.
even without words.
Without words
Yeah.
na parang
Yeah.
so ganun din siya even if you're not a mom yet, like, yung sensitivity ng babae is not actually a weakness, but is a strength.
Yeah.
But-
And us being too emotional, they always say that women are too emotional, and I've received that comment as a woman and as a writer. And both as a writer, it I was told that it was a bad thing
Yeah.
to be too emotional in your
Really?
writing, and then realizing later on that it's actually a strength.
It's a
and,
strength.
and drawing things from your emotions is such a woman thing, and I'm so proud to say that because it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
No.
So yeah, we're too emotional. We're proud. We're
Yes.
proud to be emotional
Yes,
creatures.
we
Yeah.
are.
In this
Let me
AI
cry on
world.
your
In this
behalf.
AI
In
world.
this AI world, emotion is what we need.
Oh,
Yeah. Anyway, so I feel like we're just starting.
I
Catch up
know.
talaga kasi namin to.
2
Ba't kayo
hours
nandito?
more.
No, but I feel like we're just starting. But anyway, so as we end, do you guys have like any last things you want to say to our donuts who are also, I guess, entering motherhood, or
Yeah.
like thinking about if they're being called to
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Siguro ako, parang witnessing Bey. Syempre hindi mo na ako like nakatira sa kanila, so hindi ko nakita yung araw-araw. But like witnessing how she went from a single woman to like a married woman to an expecting mother to now a full-blown mother of a 5-month-old baby. Parang the things that she had to go through, that you had to go through to get to where you are now, it just made me admire women in general even more. Na parang the toll that it takes sa mental health mo. Sa one common thing kasi that I hear about new mothers, yung parang nawalan sila ng sense of self. Na kasi parang biglang everything has to go to the baby.
Yes,
Na
yes.
your attention, your time, everything. But siguro, if there's anything I want to impart, I'm not a mom yet, but based on what I see with Bey and what I see with the moms around me, to really also give yourself grace and give yourself the time to just be who you are, which I see with Bey na, yun, with your writing, yung pag-journal mo, na meron ka pa ring ikaw, na hindi kailangang hiwalay yung Bea sa Bea mom ni Ruth.
And she's
Ganun.
brought it in her the
Yeah.
fashion thing.
Yeah.
Cute baby
Diba,
stuff.
yung damit ni Ru, diva-diva din siya eh. But yeah, siguro yun. So, if there are any moms who are listening, you can always start again to kind of find yourself, find the balance of being who you are made to be as a person and as a mother together.
Amen. Amen to that. For me, in addition to what Isa said, in giving yourself grace, is to embrace the mess. Whether you're unexpected mom, a new mom, having another kid, or a single woman in this very chaotic world, is to just embrace the mess. Besides, in addition to giving yourself grace, because those two work hand in hand, and discovering yourself and the Lord in the process has been a very, I guess, liberating experience for me, because sometimes when becoming a new mom, it's easy to forget that. It's easy to forget that God is with you, and He's still here, He's still there. So, while being in that mess, it's okay to be in that, to stay in that for a little while, because God is just there, holding your hand as He did mine.
To represent the single girlies demographic, I think for me, the way that you have been handling motherhood, and the way that I saw how it drew you close to God, and how it grew you near His presence too. It, for me, as your resident non-committal girly. Woo! Okay.
Exposing yourself, I see.
Exposing myself. It makes me honestly think na parang, because you guys are so near. Like, it's near to me now. It's not just like people from another generation having babies. It's
Yeah.
actually my actual friends having babies. And like when I see how you guys go through it, it really makes me think na parang, wow, it's not all that bad. Turns out, like there's another way to deal with it compared to like how I've seen it being dealt with before.
Right.
So it also, I guess for other single girls who are like scared to be trapped in a family or in a relationship or in that situation where the girl just does everything. Like seeing how the newer generations, you guys have been dealing with this. I've honestly been like, wow, it's such a beautiful thing. It turns out if you handle it in partnership with God, really.
Right.
So thank you for doing it well, doing the thing that you're called to. I know most of the time it can be like very ordinary, the day in day out showing up, but it really, we see you.
Yeah.
We see how you do things. We see how you offer it up to God, and we're really inspired by how you do it. So thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. A lot of moms need to hear that actually. So thank you.
Oh. Hug. As a non-hugger.
Wow.
Okay. So I guess that's it for this episode. Thank you again, babe.
Thank you, babe.
Thank you guys so much for inviting me. It's been fun. Saya pala.
Yes, masaya mag-usap na may camera.
Kailangan natin ng part 2 nito pag
Oo.
nabasa na niya yung encyclical.
Fun.
Oh,
fun,
totoo
fun.
yan. Sige, totoo. O nga, kanina nagsasabi siya about the AI thing. I was like, yes, she is the person
Diba?
to talk to this
Okay,
about.
we have to schedule
Yeah.
another one.
Okay. We'll see you again next time. And for those who are listening to this and nakikinig pa rin hanggang dito, medyo nag-extend kami. But thank you for staying. Please rate us 5 stars.
5
Follow us
only.
on Instagram. If you have friends who don't follow That Sounds Holy on Instagram yet, tell them to please follow us.
Yeah.
Because we
That
want to
Sounds
start the
Holy.
broadcast already. And we can
We need
only...
1K.
We need 1K to start
Guys.
the broadcast. We
Ano
need
ba?
to create a community already. Sige na.
Yeah, follow. Gawa kayo ng bot.
Mali!
Guys,
Joke lang.
Okay, thank
That's
you
what
everyone.
you
See you
are
on the
not
next
supposed to do.
episode. Bye.
Bye.